Throw Gang, we are joined by the Sunday Night Sultans, the Dialogue Don Dadas, the Prestige Princes. They put the cutie in executive producer. Must be Sacklers how they got off these scripts. They had the director chair so the haters can kiss they ass and rectum hair. Oh, you don't fuck with Peer Point? How about I Peer Point D's nuts at your face? Oh, you only like the show about dragons? How about I let D's nuts drag on your face? Oh, you think the best show on TV is about restaurants and bears? How about I rest D's bare nuts on your face? Making all this spinach and cream like they bought the dip. They short the Vicks, you got a short fucking dick. Season 3, the must-see TV three-peat. And the next time you mention Succession, Sopranos, or GOT, don't forget Industry, baby. Woo! The co-creators, executive producers, directors, and co-writers of Industry, Mickey Down and Konrad K. Mickey Con, how the hell are you?
Very good, man. that was amazing.
That was 10 out of 10.
That was so good.
So
yeah.
good.
I
think the most nuts ever.
I told you I was listening because we were potting with the How to Make It America guys. I was listening to a lot of Dipset last night while watching this. So that's the context of why it got so nutastic and violent.
That was very, very impressive. We were talking about this earlier, but as soon as I had that podcast, I put How to Make America on.
Dude,
you ran it back.
Yeah, man. It's just so like it starts with a guy in the back of the young Hasidic boys
BMX bike.
Young Hebrew.
Yeah, exactly. With Cameron playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Why did they cancel that show?
Your guess is as good as mine, brother.
Because guys in the Midwest, I was actually thinking like, imagine being a guy like in the middle of Scranton watching this and being like, get these guys off my TV.
Yeah.
Why does that little boy have a funny little hat on?
An Italian guy expecting The Sopranos and being like, what the fuck is this shit?
When you guys watch HBO shows, are you like, psh, bollocks? Our shit's better. At this point. No? Okay.
The family
dude,
brand
it's not a
is strong.
Dude, it's not TV, it's HBO, and that's family, dude. What's up, guys?
Oh man, we're good.
Thank you for saving us for the end of your press junket.
It's good for us as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Best for last, right?
Morning Joe this morning.
How was that?
Excellent.
Yeah,
Very
good.
fun.
But
Bloomberg as well, right?
Bloomberg, and then a load of austere podcasts. Not like this at all.
You had the screening.
It's not podcasting, it's throwing fits.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You had the screening on Monday. Was that more for like, was that an influencer screening? What the hell was it?
Friends and family. And
I think it's
okay.
guest list that we kind of curated a little bit.
Oh,
with-
thank
with
you so
H-
much for the invite.
Well, I
Jacob
think
Gallagher had a very hard time getting a ticket.
He did. Yo, he was mad butthurt. I don't know if we should say that.
He's like, mezzanine, what the fuck?
I think it wasn't called a premiere because I think by the definitions of the WGA, a premiere, everyone has to be flown first.
Yeah, that was a
class.
test.
Oh, is that really
So
what it is?
Tastemaker.
Wait, did you guys fly in coach? No.
Business.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, bro.
That's season 3
Virgin
money.
Upper, actually. There
That's
isn't
season
even
3
a-
money.
Oh,
isn't even a
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah.
Was it mostly for like the HBO execs? There were a lot of fucking suits in the building.
There are a lot of suits. There's some press people, like fans of the show from day one. And
Us truly.
and then like some, no.
Nomi Fry.
Yeah.
Nomi
Yeah.
Fry.
She was ground floor industry as
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She
In
was
the
a
pit.
fellow day one.
Yeah. You guys looked great.
Yeah.
There was a red
Always.
carpet, which I was like, James, there might be, a little, not that we're going to be on the step and repeat, but put on a fucking jacket,
Were you wearing a jacket? I don't remember.
Yeah, you look
Me?
very
No,
smart.
he
Yeah,
was.
you look smart.
It was
I mean, I wore a
it was hot
suit.
as fuck. It was,
It was hot
5
as fuck.
degrees that
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was.
You guys look great, and you look great today,
Yeah.
which is why we're going to
Let's do a
start the
fit
episode
check.
how we always do it.
Who wants to go first?
Mick, you go first.
No, you go first, Con.
Oh, shit.
You've been waiting for this moment.
Is this the process?
Oh, God. This is going to take forever.
Actually, we should probably shout out Todd Snyder for the suits. 'Cause
Yeah.
they,
Oh, yeah?
yeah, they fitted us up. Yeah.
Did you guys also go to Jay Muser? Did I see that?
No.
No, okay. But you
No.
just went that was Todd for a fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out TS, dude. Keeping
The
the,
chalk
boys
stripe, the
fucking-
pinstripe was
I love
fucking-
that. It was good.
Yeah.
Both
Right.
double-breasted.
Yeah.
On your Epstein shit.
The Bugsy Malone fit, we were calling it. Excess material.
You both looked fantastic.
The AK-47 is my fucking address.
And we got the Getty fucking watermarks.
But what are we wearing today?
Yeah.
For the only podcast that matters. Who wants to go first?
Mick, off to you on the
Okay, I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm wearing Ismiaki on police shirt. I'm wearing Ismiaki on police trousers.
Yes, sir.
Little mix and match.
Which I called smart pajamas the other day and you made fun of me.
No, we didn't. We're just like,
Such rich guy
You
shit.
swore at me across the street.
I mean, they are rich guy pajamas. That's what they are. I mean, let's
smart
be.
as well. If you put them
Yeah.
with trainers, they're
Call a
they're
pleat a pleat
casual.
here.
If you put them with shoes, they're
usually if
smart.
someone's wearing pajamas and dime squares because they're just a fucking, a Nepo baby playwright.
Yeah.
okay.
Or a fent addict. One or the other.
Okay, so you're
what
Issei
else?
head to toe.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't forget the Morning Joe.
Absolutely.
Morning Joe
Shout out the
badge.
gang, dude.
Another shout out from
Our
Morning Joe.
peers in Elite Media, Morning Joe.
The MSM.
What about the shoes?
The shoes are. I think they're Gucci. I think they call them mules.
It's like a slingback.
Yeah.
Yeah. and they're brown.
What are the socks?
The socks they're from a South Korean shop, which I bought online, and I bought like 30 pairs at once.
Sight unseen, or had
cheap.
you had experience with the
No,
socks?
they were sight unseen. They were
Okay.
good. They were a little bit too short, actually.
Is that what you do
They're
with
very
your socks
comfortable.
and your Issei? You just buy them fucking 3 dozen?
bulk.
Yeah.
And what?
Frequent flyer.
I forgot you asked about pants.
The panties.
That's because
In the UK, they're pants.
yeah, the pants. The pants.
Right.
What are the panties saying?
What are the pants? What are the pants?
Pants. I mean, like, and this is just this should have reminded me to get some new ones because I've just got like they're like Hugo Boss. But I think they're like my dad's.
Damn.
What was your dad in 1942?
I was going to say, dude. Did he join up for the
Probably got holes
uniforms?
in them as well.
Oh,
Is that it?
what about
No,
the
the
hardware,
watch.
bro?
Yeah,
Jewels.
Okay. These are all sentimental. This is a industry season 3 bracelet which Konrad got me.
Oh,
After having
beautiful.
After giving me industry season 1 and industry season 2.
So cute.
Wrap gift. This is something. Where's this from? It's silver. And where's it? Can you see what it's called?
I can't see
Silver.
that.
Something silver.
It's like a nice little silver
It's a
strap.
little silver thing
Yeah.
from Le Gram.
Okay.
From the
and-
Gram?
Look,
From,
it's-
from
you bought it on the
IG?
timeline.
I was.
That's what they call it in
Place
fucking
called Le
France.
Gram.
Yeah.
And I was from my wife, Daisy. And then these are 2 bracelets for my kids. One is called Daphne and the other one is called Sumner.
For the little ons.
Yeah.
But the most annoying thing about this is like in the
By your
last...
kids?
yeah, exactly. Like I had the kids to get the bracelet.
Right. That's how it works. It's
But they,
transactional.
They were like, apparently like at the Taylor Swift concert, you get handed out.
Yeah.
And now people have come up to me and be like, oh, you saw
Oh
Taylor.
my God,
How
you're a
was it?"
Swiftie.
No, bitch. I was like Glastonbury in the mud.
I've got a wedding ring on.
Congrats.
And which actually was my friend's wedding. A friend's like a female friend's ring because on the day of my wedding, I realized I'd forgotten the ring.
Are you serious?
That's the one thing you're not supposed to forget, dude.
What's wrong with you guys? You forgot your ring on your wedding day? You lost your wallet,
I know, I'm an
Conrad? You
idiot,
guys
I'm
are
an
a
idiot.
fucking mess.
But I took it, I put it on, and I haven't taken it off.
Okay.
And this watch is
Wait, sorry. Was the friend divorced?
no, it was just a normal, like a ring. She was
Got it,
wearing on her
got it.
finger,
Okay,
like,
okay.
not a wedding ring.
Right.
And
And the watch?
And the watch is a Rolex gold day date with a bark bracelet, and it's in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
El Rolexo.
Don't forget the badge as well.
I said the badge.
Yeah, you got
the badge.
What about their shades?
The spectacles.
The glasses. They're Moscot.
Oh,
Are these like a signature kind of like the yellow kind of like?
Yeah, I said they're. Yeah, I mean they are. They're on their website, I think. Yeah.
No, I mean for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now that you're a director, you need like a
Friends.
signature
Match the
accessory.
do.
Like they yeah. I
It's the kind of pornographer look.
yeah exactly.
Yeah. A porno director.
yeah.
Yeah, how dare
I'm the
you?
director.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Okay, Han. What? And you're sipping on? What are you sipping on?
I'm telling you something you gave me and sponsors you. It's dirty water for your.
Delicious.
Save-
Available in most
delicious.
dive
It's actually
bars.
very, very, very good.
Yes.
very
Glad
good.
to hear
Thank
it.
you.
And a topo. Conrad, what about you?
I am wearing Loewe. My friend calls these types of shoes brothel creepers.
That's how I would describe certain people I know.
Is your friend Charles Hanani?
So I don't know what they're called actually. I could Google it and I couldn't find them. I think they're like slippers.
Sex worker creepers.
Sex worker
Actually, yeah.
creepers.
Yeah.
I'm wearing Royce Hill linen work pants, I think.
Nice.
Okay.
Celine Bell, Our Legacy shirt,
Hell yeah.
Rolex sub from 1989.
Birth year?
No, actually, 88.
When were you born?
No,
My
88.
birth year.
88. Mickey's
Okay,
birthday,
okay.
but it is actually 88. I don't know why I said 89. It is my birth year. And then the same bracelet that I got Mickey for a wrap gift.
But you got it for yourself.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you couldn't trust him to get you a rap gift.
No, he got me a great
I
wrap
got him a
gift. He got me a
director's
director's show, my name on the back of it.
Oh, sounds a lot cheaper than jewelry, honestly.
I think it was probably more expensive actually.
I don't think it was.
And then this band, our friend Tobias had a birthday in Morocco last year, and I've still got it on. He gave us to.
Is it from like, is it to like get in the club? You're like, yo, I was just outside smoking.
Yeah, Glastonbury.
Vip.
band.
And you're also sipping on a delicious dirty water.
We need
and
your
your
pants.
first ever Topo Chico. Oh, yeah, your pants.
Oh, pants CDLP.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
Very comfortable.
Yeah,
Mhm.
great.
Perfect for
Like, I
Nikki
always
Beach.
know, but they do great sales. You can get them for like 30% of the list price all the time.
All right.
Good to know.
Fellas, fit check, drink check complete. Let's
Bang.
get into the meat and potatoes of the only podcast that matters. Industry Season 3 premiered on Sunday.
Yes,
Today
sir.
is Wednesday, or whenever you're listening to it. Industry Season 1, which, we were hooked from day one. It was sex and drugs to the max. Industry Season 2 was extremely plot and narrative driven. What would you say are the hallmarks and themes of Season 3?
Coke and boats.
Yeah.
That's the email we sent HBO when we were pitching.
Really?
it. Yeah.
How'd that go over?
It went over very well.
They didn't even
Greenlit.
The open rate was 0%. They're just like, yes.
Yes. Exactly. It was an automatic reply. Yes. No, it was like, we wanted to expand the world. We like the characters have more responsibility. We can do bigger storylines. We trust our actors. We just wanted the show to feel bigger, go to new places, expand it all. But then the reason I say Coke and boats is because there is the show starts on a boat and there's some Coke on it.
There it is.
And an erect dick.
Yeah.
You couldn't really put that in the subject line.
Yeah, exactly. Coke and boats.
You guys delivered. You delivered.
With the erect dick, did you like go through and like pick out like a bunch of like prosthetics and like that one?
The actor picks out his own prosthetic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that like
one of the actors on
Historically, it can be a problem because they want to be hung.
Yeah,
They always
on
go-
the
they
earlier
always go
season, one of the
bigger.
actors picked out an enormous one, an enormous one. We had to actually edit it down a bit.
It actually costs us money. We had to.
Oh, in post?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
VFX.
Does he pay by the inch?
Yeah, it's like a horse. I mean,
Or the centimeter?
Wait, yeah, there's no. The guys, VFX guys are obviously brilliant and talented, but like they're mathematical, so
Right.
they're like, okay, so this is this length is
The physics of this hog just doesn't make sense.
It's gonna be an extra 2 hours work,
Proportionally,
so let's
Tip of the shaft.
Is that how
can be adjusted.
VFX guys kind of rise to the ranks? Like you start as the hog eraser, and then soon you're like the dragon guy. Like
Yeah.
that works.
probably. We talked about this, I think, when we were last on, but there was a lot of jizz reduction.
Right.
Oh, that's right.
Cum shot reduction is one of the things that we
come
spend-
short addition.
And addition.
Like, I remember
It's equal opportunities for cum, really. Where we were.
season 1 when Robert eats the cum of the mirror and like,
ejaculate.
we were like, we need a line, like a spider web,
Right. Yeah.
of cum between the
More
fingers
web.
and the mouth.
It's got to look like a mozzarella stick from Bernie's.
The jizz pole is as important as a cheese pole. 100%.
So did you had to pitch HBO in season 3? They weren't just like how does it work? You had to be like, hey, can we do season 3? We promise Coke and boats.
We always have to pitch. So we pitch like a general idea. They get excited about it, and then we go and write 2 episodes.
Okay.
And that writing of the 2 episodes, I think, took place sort of while they were making the decision. And then it was greenlit in October, and then we went to a writer's room based on those 2 episodes.
Is that why those 2 eps are fucking intense out the gate? Because you're like, yo, this is the show
Yeah.
improved moment.
Yeah,
Just for this, not even for the audience, but for the execs who need to fucking pay.
We also had a bit of a thing where in season 1 and season 2, we felt like, not that the first episodes weren't good, but we almost felt like we pulled our punches a little bit because, there's so much place setting to be done and so much setup, really. So we kind of hold ourselves to the standard of like, can we make the first hour feel like the final hour? And like, if you watch the season, the tension and hopefully the quality does ratchet up, but we feel like 301
Yes.
we feel like 301 is the best first episode we've had of a season. I think.
Oh, wow.
Because now like the world has been built, although you are expanding upon the world, right? And for those familiar, like we immediately know the characters and the world of like Pierpoint and London. But do you think that season 3 now with the 9 p.m. Sunday night time slot, with the fucking marketing push, with the star power in Jon Snow's real name,
Kit Harington.
do you think that season 3 finally is when the show goes from your friend with good taste, best kept secret to everyone's favorite show?
Yeah, what are your expectations?
And what's like the
I don't know.
pressure?
I don't
on
know. I mean, look, we don't really feel the pressure that much because we feel quite detached from the. I mean, it's great to be here and like to have all the marketing push behind you and actually see everyone and meet. Like this is the first time we've been on stage with all the actors doing panels. We did this all via Zoom.
Oh, true.
For seasons 1 and 2 because it was like straddling COVID. So like it's great to be in person. That's it feels real. But like before that, it felt we made the show in Wales, 3,000 miles away.
Right.
Super detached from
Yeah.
everything.
Is that a good thing to be like kind of?
I think it is.
Yeah,
I think it is.
and we can't. And the movement from like cult to like, I guess what you're talking about is more of a mainstream hit. Like we try not. It's very hard to like think about the numbers of who's watching it because it's kind of out of our control. I
Right.
mean, but also like Sunday night, the Jon Snow piece, HBO have the kind of more marketing power behind it this year. It feels like at least they're positioning it for it to be a bit more.
His name's Kit Harington. His real name. His name isn't Jon Snow.
So if the numbers are out of your control and we're doing our best to not pay attention to said numbies, how do you guys like personally measure success moving forward? Like, how are you? Is it the reviews? Is it like the press? Like, what are we thinking?
I know,
about
if
in
the
our
numbers
hearts
were
of
really
hearts?
good, we'd measure success like that.
But like
we're changing the metric.
exactly.
You're moving the
numbers-
goalposts,
numbers
as they
don't mean
say in
shit.
America.
But it's like in finance, you can make the numbers say whatever you want. Right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. We're
Yeah.
massaging them.
Well,
all
look, it's a
the
very
time.
dedicated niche audience, right?
Yeah,
Or no, it's just
exactly.
fucking smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever suits us.
The
We'll see.
reviews being good is good. Like you get validation from reviews. Like people who say they don't read them or pay attention to them are bullshit. Because,
Really?
Those are fucking liars.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have been neck deep in reviews like all week. So, I mean, it seems like it's fucking, like you're primed for success, no?
We'll see. We'll see.
The headlines are fucking glowing. Are you even surprised that they're glazing you this hard?
The show, this headlines might as well be, this is the only show on TV.
Right, seriously.
There's literally nothing
Which is
else.
kind of feels like it is right now.
It feels like it's
not
coming
about
out
to
of a good time.
Oh, for sure.
Are your knobs chafed from all the dick riding? And let me ask you this, because we had the How to Make It guys, and we were talking about the Entourage comparisons, and for them it was kind of like it kind of set them up for failure because they weren't
Right.
Entourage in New York.
Mhm.
How do you feel about the Succession kind of like the Succession narrative? Where a lot of people are like, this is like kind of, the show that is going to fill that void. Of
Scratch that
I
Succession.
think, look, if that brings viewers to it, fine. I mean, I don't know how many will stay because they're expecting to watch Succession. But obviously, there is obviously some like crossover in terms of what it's about,
Right?
And the kind of things it's trying to say. But I think like their shows are so different.
So different. They almost function totally differently, I think.
Both have
Totally and
incredible
stuff.
dialogue, though, incredible writing.
Great.
Yeah. Well, that's
saying,
it's a
I'm
huge
saying.
They're
compliment.
both on HBO.
Yeah.
That too. Well, look, in season 2, I think that this was a conscious choice where, you listen to the people and we got a bunch more Rishi and a bunch more Rishi-isms.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like hear the people clamoring for anything? And did you bring anything more in season 3 to kind of satiate the masses?
We gave him his own episode. I mean, like,
Not just Rishi though. I mean, like, cause kind of like everything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Did you
in
hear
the
that
whole
noise?
season.
And does that influence you in the writer's room?
We need more Rob.
I don't
we need
know.
more Cohn.
No, I
good
don't think
question.
so. Like, I think like we get every season on a season, we try to make the show more accessible. Like season 1 feels like really does feel like a bit of a black box, and it feels like it's quite illegible in terms of like how jargon heavy it is. And like people watched it for the vibe and the music. They watched it for the sex scenes. They watched it for the coke. And they enjoyed it, but like, I think the banking stuff just like flew over their heads.
Right.
Like, and I could be very clever and say that was a reflection of the fact that it was flowing over the grads' heads, and they didn't understand either. But like,
Right.
it just is. It's a function of the fact that we didn't know how to write business stories that well.
Okay.
Season 2, as you said, I was like quite plot heavy, narrative driven. Each character on their own tram line, not really paying attention to the interconnectivity between them. And then season 3 was like, I also think we overcorrected a little bit. We made the show a bit too dour, too a bit down in the dumps, self-serious. COVID was happening. I think we were influenced by that.
You're not afraid to admit that
No, not
that
at all.
overcorrection.
Oh man, definitely. I mean, like we get told off by like our PR people saying like,
Shitting on
stop
the first two
saying
seasons.
season 1 was shit. But I don't even I rewatched it recently, and I know now I think season 2 shit.
And soon we'll think season 3 shit,
Exactly.
and that's the process.
Right. Okay.
How often do you rewatch your own show?
Man, I haven't seen season 1 for a very long time, and I
Okay.
was just like, I was packing to come on this trip, and I was like, I'll put it on the background.
Bit of
And I
nostalgia.
found out, and I was
Yeah.
like, because I was like, look, all these guys that we've grown up with them
Right.
in the show, and like let's see what they look like back then, and like how the show felt, and I found it very charming.
Oh yeah.
And then season 2 is obviously
Was
it's a-
shit. Right.
No, it was a great season. It was a great season, but I do think we were a little bit too self-serious with it. Like episodes where we go to Berlin, which are great, but then turn into like explorations of like drug addiction,
Trauma
It's like,
porn. Just
when
like,
Naomi Fry was like, I skipped those ones.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Tennis does lead to meth. Quite often.
It does. That is
It's the Andre Agassi.
Exactly.
Yeah, we were thinking about him. It's
Yeah.
a well-trodden path.
Real quick, when you're packing your Issei, do you like fold it up like a fucking like an origami?
Accordion.
Not pleats.
Like an accordion.
My wife, she's very, very neat, and she has all those like, there's like those inner packages for like suitcases, so like that you zip up. But no, the
Is it dry clean lonely, or can you
No, you can wash
Oh,
it.
that's. I think that's
the
really
beauty of
impressive.
this is that you can just I can like put it into a ball.
Oh, right. It
And
still
it'll come
holds
out.
its
You
shape.
never have to iron it. I mean, if you ironed it, you'd ruin
You
it.
would.
It would get you.
Huge purpose, I believe. Of the
We were actually
pleats,
talking
yeah.
about that. Like, what happens if you iron an Issei Miyake suit? It just gets fucking huge.
Tablecloth.
Yeah.
If you wear it too much, look, like I wear these a lot, so like they're at the knee, they just like they flatten.
Right.
They're just like no green.
This is
dust.
good advice for the people at home looking to cop some Missy.
I'd rather die on my feet than live on my Issei knees. Is there something, because you guys are executive producers, creators, writers, now directors, you're so involved. Was there something that got cut from season 3 that you really wish had made it in, but for time purposes, or maybe the fucking suits up
Some
in the
notes.
Episode
up in the ivory tower?
To be honest, HBO don't ever give us. HBO's notes are always, can you push it further, and can it be deeper and more human and slightly wilder? So they always push us towards something. Episode 5, which is the Robert episode, really one of the strongest episodes of the season. That came out. The director's cut of that was like 92 minutes.
Oh, wow.
So normally
Feature length. dude.
Yeah, normally me and Mickey are going in and we're nipping and tucking and trying to lose minutes here and topping and tailing scenes and taking air out of scenes. With that one, we actually just had to pull a whole Harper storyline out of it, Harper Yaz storyline. And there was a phenomenal Harper Robert scene in that. Just really brilliant acting, which they were both very proud of. But like, you know, the whole show is a showcase for all of their talent and stuff. So, we had to make tough decisions. But that was quite hard to lose.
So those are hard to do, to like make those cuts when you're like, this is fantastic shit.
Yeah, I mean, just like really like, and especially highly emotional scenes, because the show obviously, when people are actually speaking from the heart in the show and actually being truthful and not trying to deceive each other, there's a kind of power,
right? Yeah.
Because the show is
it's so rare that
exactly. So that was hard to lose, but yeah, I mean,
we had to cut the hard dick as well for the BBC version.
Oh, really?
He's got an email about cutting it for the Middle East. As well.
Well,
no, they cut it themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, right. It's coming. There was no.
I think that dick is
BBC were like, when do we do this?
Yeah. What if
the
we
Middle East were like, it's being done.
What if we add foreskin? Does that help? Or, so
more work for the VFX guys.
Yeah. I mean, real quick,
we need those House of Dragon guys for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Work on that shit.
You sheathe that thing.
You guys this is your first like huge kind of TV project. And for a lot of the actors, Myha'la, Harry, Marisa, like it's their first kind of like huge project. Now they've been with it for years. Who kind of came back in season 3 and you're like surprised at their growth? Because everyone's off doing their own things now, like between seasons. Who like really surprised you with their, I don't know, just growth as an actor?
I mean, it's such a boring answer, but all of them were like, look, Maurice was saying, we were on some panel yesterday, and Maurice was just saying that like coming back to the show feels, after doing big stuff like that, coming back to the show, kind of, it feels less like a job.
Yeah.
It feels like it's fun. And
kind of less pressure, so
less
they
pressure.
can more adventurous with their choices.
You can be a more adventurous actor.
So she doesn't take her job at industry seriously.
That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah, we did actually talk about firing her after she
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't pay her enough for her to give a shit. Apparently,
and then she dies.
Yeah,
just write her out.
Kill her off.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think they all did. They all have. There was a lot more demands of them this year. I would say Harry Lawton.
I was going to say him
really,
as well.
really phenomenal.
Because he went from like just party boy, kind of like one dimensional fuck up to like very
to soulful
depth,
fuck up.
full
Yeah.
exactly.
He relaxed into himself as well. Like as an actor, I'm sure he won't mind me saying this because we talked about it, but like sometimes you have to let go to be really good. Like, and you when you're young and inexperienced, you can come in and you can have an idea of what the performance should be. They can feel a little bit kind of like over prepared, a little bit stiff, and he just became very good at loose, naturalistic, impulsive, all of the stuff that great actors are. And he's one of our favorite things about the new season.
Did he come to the table read on day 1 of season 3? He's like flipping through, like, do I eat any cum this season? He didn't say no.
Yeah. I can't imagine he was tense when he had to eat his own jizz. Yeah, that doesn't.
More jizz. Get the rice pudding guy in there.
We were flicking it. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do remember. Yeah, we're trying to get the consistency right.
Really?
Yeah. Does it fly like semen?
Does it fucking?
Based on my experience, it's not flying with enough velocity.
We always say like
more ropes.
More ropes. How's it sit in the belly button?
Those Peter North pills that I used to take.
Yeah.
We also, this show's so authentic. We render it so authentically. The dumbest thing happens in that scene. He comes in the mirror and the sound is like, it's like, do you know how much cum they'd have to be to slap like that? That's like
a male queef.
Spaghetti hitting a wall.
Oh my God.
I remember someone on Reddit, there was a DVD comes on Harper's stomach and it just looks like PVC glue. It's just on it. And I remember someone going like, what is this guy eating to come like that?
His viscosity is just
viscosity.
Yeah. Asking for a friend. I mean, I just was wondering,
You guys like, do you have a different cum prop guy for every season, or do you keep them? Is that the most important person on set to keep the cum consistent?
Yeah.
Even for scenes he's not needed, he's just it's like,
you never know. We might have to fucking
He's actually like third or fourth on the call sheet.
Yeah, he's like, I got vegan cum, I got carnivore cum. Like which one do you want? Pick your poison. Yeah. Look, we've all been friends for a while, right? Ever since we first potted and you guys blacked out.
Do not remember that.
Yeah. You guys blacked out.
It was late.
It was very late.
There's a time difference.
We love you guys, but we have to ask, how fucked in the head are you both that you both effectively and convincingly bring to life such terrible people who do such horrible things? Are you guys okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
We're just a check-in.
Yeah, we're good.
Check-in.
We don't think they're that bad. That's the funny.
That's a real problem.
That's a problem. That's like the thing
This
we
is
shouldn't
nothing.
admit. It's like they're like, these people are so horrible. It's like, these are being Konrad and our friends.
This is watered down Eddie the Animal.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which, by the way, sorry,
You've said too much.
said too much.
Shout out Ed, the animal.
Yeah. Were you guys like, did something bad happen to you guys on Christmas? There's always like fucked up Christmas episodes in every season.
We just really like seasonal, like with me and Mickey, we're always like seasonal movies, seasonal content. We always say every season we have to have our own version of a kind of perverse Christmas episode.
Okay.
Like something terrible is happening and everything is strung.
Is that just
with
an
fairy
effective
lights.
way to like show the passage of time too? Like just
For
like
sure.
to give
Yeah,
some
exactly.
context to where we are.
But it's
in
a
the
very
year.
whatever.
It's an emotion. Yeah, exactly. It's a very emotionally loaded time of year. So like,
Yeah, family,
Family.
or
Oh,
lack
right.
thereof.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I think we got a really good Christmas episode this season.
I-
The Rishi
yes,
one.
you do.
Yes, you do. Might be. It's honestly such an uplifting tale of humanity.
Love,
on
peace,
a very
and unity
religious
across
day.
the earth. Yeah, and how capitalism is good.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it
And
not?
people are well adjusted during that time of year, especially.
But that's becoming a hallmark, right? The holiday party in season 1.
Yeah.
There was a fucked up holiday
Berlin.
It was Berlin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in season 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another hallmark. That and the
Yeah.
needle drops.
Yeah.
And the fucking music of I mean, is Rishi the most fun character to write for?
He is very fun to write for because you can basically write. You can basically
No
write
stuff.
Entourage,
Yeah.
write Entourage in 2024.
It's like Ari Gold, effectively.
Yeah.
It's just he's a one-line machine, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a comment on society.
It's like, let's just say the worst thing we can possibly say.
Yeah. We found his voice through doing he's like an amalgam of a lot of our friends, but we found his voice through doing the ADR in season 1, like, you know, the background.
Right.
And, and we were writing because HBO, because that's done so late in the process, you know, we can kind of almost, it's unnoted, that writing. So it was like us with the real stabilizers off. And then we were like, actually, why don't we just put this on screen?
Right.
Rather than burying it in the background. And then between seasons, the confidence of the actor just grew and grew, and he's like terrific in that episode, right? So
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I mean, the background, he's almost like graduated from the background chatter guy to like obviously a main character.
Deservedly
And,
so.
But like whoever's filling in for him, like as the background chatter, again, that's another like kind of signature detail of the show. Just like, I'm like listening in and I'm like watching the screens on my laptop. I'm like, what the fuck did they just say?
Yeah, we need subtitles on the screeners, boys. Come on, what the fuck?
What's
dude?
going
We're
on there?
American, man.
All right. So Rishi, obviously a goat. What character in season 3 is in your dream session? If you had to pick just one,
That's a great
who you
question.
session with?
Yeah, if it's you guys adding a third, you each get a pick. I'm curious.
Marisa probably has the best cocaine. I mean,
You mean
Yasmin.
Yasmin?
I mean,
You mean Yasmin?
Yes, the character.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
I mean Yasmin. So I mean Yasmin.
We
Right,
understood.
right, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
yeah.
Some
Okay.
leftover stuff from the Amy Winehouse movie, you know, like
Management is going to be in contact with me.
so Yaz.
Yeah, who else is there? Eric, and it gets a bit too real.
I mean, how that session
That's
episode
real.
1 is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually,
when we watched it with the packed house, I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
What about the lawyer? What's her name?
Oh, Denise.
The barrister.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
fun.
She was
Should be fun.
she's doing literal
She was doing
somersaults.
parkour in her fucking office, dude.
Take my picture. She's taking fit pics.
That ring, the bit where Eric has his ring sucked off in that scene was when me
Yeah.
and Mickey was first talking about season 3. We had literally no ideas for the season, like where it was going to go. This was like pre-Lumi, pre-Henry Monk, all that stuff. And Mickey was like, we were sat in doing season 2, the end of season 2, and he was like, what if like Eric's having a bit of a midlife crisis and someone sucks his wedding ring off his finger? And I was
Bro,
like,
we
and
gotta
honestly,
see
it was such a brilliant cinematic image that we were just like, okay, well that's the whole of season
What if it's
3.
like his wedding ring was just like from a friend because he forgot it and it didn't fucking matter anyway? So
I was gonna
it just
say,
got
like,
sucked
What
off.
happened last night?
I mean, who thinks up? Who's the bigger sicko when it comes to thinking of those like
Ooh.
bigger details? Where, for example, again, episode 1, so not a spoiler. If you haven't watched it, skip ahead 30 seconds. But like Charles Sonati's eating out a woman and she's pregnant.
Yeah,
Like who comes up with
he's
those?
69ing with
those
the
We
pregnant.
more-
go toe for toe. We go toe for toe.
I think
Yeah.
we egg each other on as well. I
Yeah.
think
Really?
we
More.
That's actually what that conversation would be like, though. It's like, oh, he's 69 in the deck can. Oh, no, and she's pregnant as well.
we're pretty shameless with each other and don't really have it. We've spent so much time together that we have no filters, so we're always trying to
Tickling that
we're trying to
fetus's
appall, like, we want to see if we can appall
Like
each other.
shock the other
Yeah,
person.
where's the basement?
How do you land when it's good? Is it like when someone's like, yo, bro, like, oh, too much?
Well, there's been one. I think I've got a good record for coming up with weird shit. But like, there was one time where I came up with something. Konrad was like, and then we did it. We filmed it, and it was so shit.
Oh, yeah?
What was it?
It was it was a practicality thing that fucked it up. Basically,
Oh yeah.
we were doing a reshoot of the party at the start of season 2 where Yasmin and Maxime are there. And Yasmin and Celeste are having, some coke in one of the rooms. And we had the idea for this dude to come in, like totally German dude, totally naked, with his cock out. And it said something like, I don't know what the line was, but it was like, originally it was like, he's got his cock out. And we were like, okay, great. And it was like, no, his cock has got a Patek Philippe on it. And we were like, Konrad was like, okay. And I was like,
Why?
And then just before, I was like, it has to have 2 Patek Philippe. So they were like, the production was like, okay, do you know how that, the thing we have to build, the whole 2 Patek Philippe. Also, Patek Philippe, dude, I have nothing to do with this.
Yeah, right.
I don't want anything to do with this. I had to find some like shitty watches.
2
The thing that he was
G-Shocks.
wearing, because to hold these watches
Yeah.
Right.
was so big.
He had a harness, he had a
It
metal
looked like-
harness.
That it looked like he had like sort of like elephant dick. It was
Right,
so big.
elephantitis, yeah.
And it came in and like it looked on screen.
He
it
said
was
some sort of like parodic, almost insulting German thing and like flashed
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, maybe it's good that we cut that one,
It was
guys.
awful.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just, like the actor was excellent, but like it just did not work at all.
And so in that case, he had to pick a fucking giant hog. And is this it's like? Do these sick details come from like your Times of Finance, or are these just now? Are these now just like
that happened
completely
every
off the
day.
dome? Okay.
Yeah. Except it's 3 Pateks, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, you guys, have you, now that it's been 3 seasons, I remember in season 1, we were talking about how a lot of brands, they kind of didn't want to be associated with the show, right? Because they're like, we don't want to be
That
associated with these
hasn't
fucking
changed.
coconuts.
Okay.
Really? So is that still the case?
No, you know, like who wanted to be associated? Like
People now want to be associated with like Montclair want to dress Rishi and stuff.
they
Oh,
did.
shit.
Oh, they did. They don't anymore. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know, we had Hermes and stuff. They didn't want to be associated with it. And then
That was
they were
season one,
fine.
right?
Yeah, they're now fine with it, but they just don't want like their clothes in scenes where people are doing drugs.
So Rishi,
Sure.
Rishi, and you might notice in 304, the Rishi episode, he wears a sub for the first time.
Okay.
But in every scene where he's doing drugs or like watching pornography and stuff, it disappears. It ghosts out off his wrist.
Is that why Eric takes his Hermes tie off before he fucking bends over and does lines?
And people have like iPhones and they're like, oh yeah. And then they put the phone down and it just like turns into another phone.
Oh,
Before they
yeah.
do it- before they do the coke of it.
TV magic, dude.
Is that the thing where like heroes have iPhones and villains have
Yeah,
Androids?
I think that there was a thing for that. I
Right?
think they've relaxed that.
Okay.
I don't quote me on
Green
it, but I'm
bubble
pretty sure they've
demons,
released
dude.
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I've what else? Like Rimowa, they were like, no, never again.
We fucked up.
They sent us stuff, and then they were like, no, you were not.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
And then I think then they came back and said, yes, I think we actually used them in season 3. Yeah.
Because you guys
Man.
definitely like pride yourself on like the fashion references. Like I'm not to spoil anything, but there's some great brands that are like name dropped, and it feels like intentional.
You
for,
can reference as many things as you want. You just
right,
can't
right.
use it.
But then, is that then like it hurts your feelings when it's like, oh damn, they don't want to fuck
yeah,
with us.
exactly. I mean, who else is like Club 5 on 5?
Oh, yeah.
in Saint Tropez, they were like, we want to use one of your caps on Yasmin. They were like, no, you don't.
Apple used to have a quite weird thing. I don't know if they have anymore about like the morality of the characters as well. So
Right.
like they won't let people who in any way tend towards any kind of villainy use
Right.
like a MacBook.
Oh
or an
yeah,
Apple
because
iPhone.
guys who wear Montclair are all fucking stand-up citizens, right? Like, come on,
Yeah.
fucking that's Bond villain shit.
Yeah. I think a guy in a Montclair took your fucking wallet.
I'm
dude.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. I actually got an alert from my Amex, which means someone's using it. So
Oh,
Oh, really?
what they spend it on?
I don't no idea. I was just trying to check.
Were they at the Montclair store?
Blowing a bag, dude.
Bubble vests.
Damn.
We guys have been out of finance for a minute now, right? You're gone are the days of Germans fucking bursting in on sessions with Patek Philippe's on their fucking Glockenspiels.
Yeah.
But in
Sausage.
order to get back in the right headspace, do you ever take the HBO corporate card and just go absolutely fucking wild for a night for research
R&D.
purposes? You have to.
They treat us
They
fairly
trust
well.
really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're very generous with us. Very generous.
But I know you have like, or in seasons 1 and maybe 2, you had kind of consultants from the real world being like, oh, this is actually, you know, how it would go down or how it would work. Or
We
this
still
is,
do. We have
Yeah.
good, really
Yeah.
good consultants. Yeah.
But do you guys like ever kind of have to get like, what are the finance bros drinking now? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Like, are people using Hinge or Tinder like that? Or is it all just consultants now? Are you guys just above the
We've
fray?
got friends that work in finance, so you know, unfortunately, we surround ourselves with them. So, so we can see that. We can see what people.
Also,
how
like
they-
meme accounts are pretty good way of
Yeah.
keeping up with what's
Yeah.
trending. Yeah, like you know, liquidity,
Liquidity.
and all those
Right.
things. They tell
He
you
was
what.
there. He was there.
Yeah.
I saw
I saw the face reveal.
Admin reveal.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Hank.
So you don't get the corporate card.
We don't steal it. No. Occasionally the plastic gets hot because they take it to nice places. But,
The
but it's-
plastic gets hot.
but
I
it's
love
not.
that.
It's not.
Your plastic's getting hot right now, dog.
I know.
Wait,
I
so who's
know.
paying for dinner tonight? HBO?
Today. Yeah.
Yeah, Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
Bad Wolf.
Yeah.
I think this was a first for you guys. You directed a few episodes this season as a duo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were in the director chairs for the first time, what were like some just big fuck ups you committed as beginners, as newbies? And did you have like, because the other episodes were mainly directed by like the same
Isabella Rexroth.
Isabella-
Yeah, were they kind of like your guardian angels over your shoulder? Like, actually, we want
The thing
to.
is, that's the TV directing is. I mean, it's obviously a great job, but it's also slightly thankless when you have people like me and Konrad just like over your shoulder telling you what to do.
Oh, you guys are like backseat
we're there.
drivers to some
Yeah.
degree.
Bad
Like,
Backstreet Drivers.
Yeah, and like they're excellent. They're creative, but they have to follow a vision that me and Konrad have outlined. So when we got to do it, it was kind of just like cutting out middleman.
Right.
Just going talking.
In a way, it was
directly.
streamlined and much quicker and much, much smoother experience because the actors, there's always a thing with the actors, which is Mickey talking about, which is like they feel like they want to look at the director and they want to trust the director implicitly, but they also know that the vision is kind of ours. So there's always this little process of like, is this what Mickey and Konrad want?
Oh, trying to appease a lot of people.
Exactly. Whereas if we're saying this is it,
Then
then
we're
there's a kind of new confidence there, I think.
Can we say what episodes you guys directed, or is that
Yeah, the last two.
right? So
Seven
is
and eight.
that so? What's the pressure there then? Yeah, I know it's streamlined, but like because
You gotta land the plane.
This is the penultimate and the finale. Like
We
what-
felt insanely confident, which is maybe just I don't know why that. Well, I do know why that is because like we worked on the season, the writing of it for ages, and the scripts were in a position where like a lot of it is led by the scripts, right? Obviously, the writing is one thing, and then it almost totally changes as a process. But like if you have the bedrock of what you think scene to scene is working,
foundation is
gives
locked.
it gives you and the crew a huge amount of confidence just to go in and know what you're getting is exactly what you need to tell the story properly.
and you feel like you stuck the landing. James just watched the finale last night. We were talking a bit
2 nights
about it
ago.
before you
Did
2
you
nights
enjoy it?
ago.
Well, I
What
can't.
can we say?
I can't say anything.
We can say whether you like it.
Yes,
you
I
liked it.
fucking loved it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can say.
man,
And
I
I'm-
just want
yeah.
more, dude.
Yeah. And it
More.
was like, I can't say anything.
Yeah.
I can't say anything.
You can say. It
But
was
you
good.
can speak in the round.
It was
about
very impressive in how it kind of like deviated from what you would expect from a finale of a TV season.
Yeah.
But it was still like, it wasn't just like, oh, we're setting everything up.
Right.
There was like closure, but there were open-ended kind of storylines and character narratives. So like, it just made me wanting more.
Yeah.
That's good.
Can I ask this? So when we talked about it amongst ourselves, I think of the 3 seasons almost as like a trilogy, and I thought it like ended kind of like perfectly. Do you guys think about it like that, where like you're kind of closing a loop on these first 3 seasons?
That's
do
a
you
really
think-
good way of looking at it. I think we want to do it again. I think we've set up enough
course.
that we would be able to do it again. We feel creatively fulfilled by the show. We direct it for the first time. We want to do that more of that. But that's a really good way of looking at it. Like it does
I
feel
agree.
because the show, without spoiling it, it's a bold ending,
Mhm.
which would
Extremely.
require a bit of a shake up. So like it does feel like the next 3 seasons.
Ooh, yeah.
Second, it's like the Phantom Menace. The next
Sure, it's like some Star
yeah.
Wars shit, dude. We're going prequel.
We're
going Larry Town prequel.
Yeah, set in the 90s.
Yeah, dude.
How about a Rishi prequel? A Rishi and Eric prequel.
Just him at school being shit.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Him and his friend.
yeah. His friend,
Oh,
his
yeah.
friend.
Yeah.
Was there like did you guys have like different directing styles? Like was there a good cop, bad cop thing? Or was it just kind of like you guys have just mind melded at this point?
Mind melded. Like one person, like there's never
We never delegated.
There's never delegated and there's never a discussion about who's going to do what. It's just like, it just feels natural. Like one time Konrad might go and talk to the actors. I'll talk to the camera department, vice versa. Someone will be on the floor talking to everyone. Someone will be sat down thinking about what to do next. Like, I feel like it's, we've worked together, we're friends for so long. So like, it feels very symbiotic.
We also had to produce and edit the show while we were directing our block as
Oh,
well.
wow.
So it was very helpful if one of us was directing, the other one could go and do some production stuff. And
Right. Some real work.
Yeah.
Instead of being an artist in a chair, telling other artists how to make art.
Yeah. Say it again, Jon Snow.
Exactly.
Have you guys like caught the bug then? Like thinking about, let's say we move forward, is it the thing like we want to direct everything now?
I
Like,
think so.
or- yeah.
I think so. As
Ooh.
much
Oh,
as we're
shit.
allowed to. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, bigger paychecks, right?
Exactly.
Bigger paychecks for directing.
Yeah, is that?
it's all part of the same.
Have we got extra?
Multi hyphenates. You guys are the fucking
Thanks for clarifying.
the
Yeah,
Virgil
thanks.
Abloh of HBO.
Yeah.
Well, they were like, oh, your services, this money is for your writing services. And that's what I said to our agents. I was like, we need more money to direct. And they
Did you purposely
Tiny bit
choose?
more.
Did you purposely choose the last 2 episodes kind of as like a challenge yourselves, or were you almost like, what the season is? We laid the groundwork. The season is kind of like led up to this. Let's just take it home, baby.
It was a rough outline of an idea, to be honest. It wasn't like we came into the start of the season like we are 100% going to direct. And
Right.
Mickey, to his credit, was like, this is our show. We've done it 3 seasons. We're in a position now where we really should be doing this. And I was a bit more like, maybe this is testament to our relationship, but I was a bit more like, on the cliff edge looking down, and he was like, "Dude, we have to jump. We have to do it. We'll regret it forever if we don't." And he was 100%.
Like imposter syndrome, or
No. Just like maybe just thinking it was maybe too much to take on. Like
Okay.
just in terms of the actual responsibility with the writing and stuff,
Yeah.
because we write so many episodes. But Mickey, as always, was right.
But it
And-
was like, it also, look, like you want to either do the start or the end because you want to open it and set the tone, or you want to land the plane. And like doing the end is cool. Like it's, it's like 77-minute long episode. So it
yeah,
feels
it's a
a bit
banger for
feature
sure.
length.
Feature
And-
length.
Yeah. And also,
HBO had no problem with that as well, which is like normally they're like very militant about keeping it
Right, unless
somewhere
there's
around.
dragons involved.
Yeah,
Obviously.
but-
Yeah,
yeah,
And like, we need the finale to fucking suck.
yeah, it's actually too good. It needs to piss off the entire internet, guys.
We said that.
Yeah, that's us. That's us.
No, that's not us. That's
Yeah,
not us.
yeah.
We've not seen it.
no.
Being that you guys have spent so much time together, was there ever any tension in Paradise?
Between
you ever
us?
need
Never.
like
Yeah.
time apart?
Never?
Do you have any planned
And not
time
for a
apart?
long time.
Okay.
Not for a long time.
What was the last fight over or about?
A girl.
We had one a few years ago, which is a bit of a blur. We honestly don't fight that much. I think we got much better at knowing what the other needs and
Yeah.
and sort of
Learning
like-
their love languages.
No, but like, well, it is a bit like that. We
Yeah.
did a fuck load of
Mickey
times
needs a,
ago.
Mickey needs a nap.
If you, no,
Bath,
but no,
bath.
but if you don't have like soft skills around each other and treat it a bit like a kind of love relationship, then you can make each other pissed off. I mean, I'm sure you guys know that. Very well.
yes, we go to.
Yeah, exactly.
We could probably learn a thing or two.
I
From
bet you guys probably fight a bit more then. No,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because we're not surrounded by other people. So we can just
It's
like
like,
have
we,
it out.
We came upstairs and you were like screaming at each other.
We were actually fighting. Yeah.
No, I want to
fist
ask
fight.
about the hard dick. I want to ask about the hard dick. Okay, but now that you have the hottest show on TV, which one of you has become the bigger diva?
Ooh.
I was always a bigger diva.
Yeah?
I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to change.
I've become slightly more of a big diva. I think.
Really?
No, not really.
Have you
Conrad's
noticed?
like the opposite of a diva.
Come on. Have you noticed any? What are like the tangible step ups or glow ups between seasons? Because we talked about how from season 1 to season 2, you're like, oh shit, we're flying business now in season 2. We're getting that season 2 bag. What's the season 3 bag? Is it better catering?
Oh, we
Is
had,
it
we
like-
had a party and they hired the Metrograph. Like that was.
Yeah.
I mean, what more do you
You
want?
guys had never seen the show on a big screen, right?
No. Well,
No,
no, I mean, no one had.
No,
We hadn't.
we had like a little screening for season 2, but there was the theater was so small that we weren't allowed to watch it.
There was not enough seats for
No, there
you
was not
guys.
seats for
Damn.
us.
We have seats for one of you.
Yeah.
it was a
You
bit like
could
that.
do a lap situation if you want, but yeah.
If you guys had to sit on each other's laps, who's topping, who's bottoming? It's a real question.
Yeah.
answer it, or-
Maybe because I'm the diva, I'm top.
Well,
He
you
needs
can't,
a bath.
but you're wearing Issei. It doesn't get wrinkled. If Conrad's sitting on you.
What's that experience like watching that with a room full of all these people that you love and respect? Like, is that stressful? Or are you just hyped to like get some fucking maybe some feedback in real time? Like,
It's fun to see where people react to what, or like things
Yeah.
that you didn't think were funny play really much funnier than you think.
Right.
And like the actual bits which we, you live with the episodes for we live with them so much that the actual emotional, the music provides an emotion, which means we can enjoy it a lot. But the actual dramatic turns in it are no longer surprising. So it's actually when something big happens, like
Right.
in episode 1, you're like, fuck, actually that really plays. Like
yeah.
it was shocking in a way that we intended, even though it doesn't shock us anymore.
Was there any moments that fell flat where you're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, they didn't react?
Yeah. Any bricks from that
It
screening?
didn't feel like it.
No.
but I don't know. From your perspective,
It was so fun with an audience too, just as like fans of the show. It's like, yeah, this is great to watch at home. This is why it's one of my favorite shows. But to have that, it's like a movie, right?
Do you know how we had a screening at Bloomberg yesterday, and the audience was just like
Oh,
so good.
Yeah.
oh, really?
so good.
Yeah, so good. They were just
Loved
like,
it.
they were just like absolutely loving it. It was full of fucking finance bros.
Well, that makes sense.
Like,
actually,
look,
yeah.
it's my tummy.
They cut a specific trailer for it, which was just a very Bloomberg heavy trailer. So anytime either it was mentioned in dialogue or like one of the colored keyboards was there, they were punching in on
Oh,
it.
nice,
That's
dude.
Yeah,
hilarious.
because one of our agents was there. Was like, this trailer sucks.
It's all just keyboards and monitors.
Damn, dude. Shout out the real keyboard warriors at Bloomberg, dude. Salute.
We got to ask you guys, if you had to distill it down to one thing, what's the best thing about working with the other person? I don't know who wants to go first, but and then we're going to ask you worse things. So start thinking about that too.
I say, obviously, Konrad is very talented. I respect his brain immensely, but he's also incredibly patient, which with me is very important.
You need patient with you.
Yeah, or patient in general, just patient in general, and like unflappable.
Sweetheart.
I made a joke about him not being a diva, but like it takes a lot to like ruffle him.
Have you ever? When was the last
No,
time?
I mean, and that's a big change from 15 years ago.
Well, people grow.
Yeah,
People can
exactly.
change.
Exactly.
What like freaked you out on set this season? Like with shit not going like
It's
I
not
don't know,
even on
going left.
set. So it's not even in our professional life. It's just like in general. He's just like
Absolute sweetheart.
very easy, very, very non-confrontational in a good way.
Oh, that's a nice thing you've ever said about me. He had to say it on the record. That's amazing. I'm so
never said
happy.
it off the
Clip
record.
it. Con, what's the best thing about
Well,
Mick?
Mickey is this is a weird thing to say. It may sound like a mafia boss, but you're incredibly loyal, which I absolutely
Loyal to the soil.
No, but super
10 toes down.
I actually need kind of protection, and he's very protective of me, which I absolutely love. He's also, you won't mind me saying this, he's a genius editor. So like actually like in a way that I find freakish. It's like watching a pianist play the piano.
Right.
Like he's just
surgeon.
like insanely good at it to a micro level of detail. And if he wasn't, I think I'm a perfectionist, but he's like on another level. So if there is no way the show would come out as flawlessly if I did it, like it would be 20% less than what it was without his ability.
Right.
to
You
do
just
that.
don't have that skill set. Is that a thing that you can
No,
learn
I mean,
or teach?
It's not
or
that I
like-
don't have it. It's that it's not with him. It's innate,
Right.
You know, and it's like I don't know. He's great. He's my best friend. I love him.
Yeah.
It's a joy that we
That
get
was
to work
beautiful.
together.
Okay. What's the worst thing about each other?
Worst thing. Don't all jump at the opportunity at once.
He's super non-confrontational. And
No, that can be
it probably
annoying.
is.
It probably is. That is bad. That is.
because
And you're impatient.
yeah,
apparently.
exactly. I am impatient. I'm a perfectionist as well, and I can get pissed off. Like, I think I've got a lot better than I used to be, but like I get pissed off way easier than Konrad. I think sometimes that's a plus, and sometimes
No,
it's a negative.
I lack bravery, I'd say, and he has it, and that's why it's kind of like that. That's very, it's
Okay.
very important.
So you're a
foil.
fucking bitch, and
Yeah.
this dude
So it's
is
like,
a fucking
yeah.
annoying ass,
dickhead.
patient perfectionist. Great.
No, but it balances. It balances out.
The problem is that I'm too good.
Right.
It's the lion and the scarecrow, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's the line?
From the Wizard of Oz. Heard of it?
Okay, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Read a book.
No, sorry, I was thinking of Killian Murphy when you said that. I was thinking, what badly written Nolan dialogue is he thinking about?
Tommy fucking Shelby.
Yeah.
Well, one person that's new to the season. What was it like working with Jon Snow? And how short is he in person?
He's a short king.
I'm
Yeah.
confirmed taller than him. I will say
Yeah.
that.
Really?
A short prince that was promised.
ladies.
if you
Yeah.
will.
He's Jack though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Not that you're not,
jacked.
but
Yeah.
He's
Well, in
jacked.
episode 1, you get the full physique, right? When he's playing.
In
What is
episode
that?
three,
A handball?
episode 3, you get the ass as well.
Yeah. Well, spoiler alert.
Yeah, but come on, you need to tap
Good
in.
butt, dude.
He's
High
very
and
proud of
tight.
it.
he's very
Oh,
proud.
yeah?
Very.
Yeah.
He was like doing squats before it. And
He
stuff.
said that because he said that
He's fluffing.
on Game of Thrones he was supposed to show his ass once, and he was ill. So like Dan and whatever, what they call the guy?
Dan and Dave.
Dan and Dave. They because he was ill that day, they just got like the worst ass double
On
ever.
purpose. On purpose.
Really?
To fuck with him, yeah.
That
But
is
just like
Like an
fucking
old man.
like saggy cheeks,
With sporty, saggy cheeks.
cheeks down to the knees. Oh, bro, how pissed.
He was like, I need to show this ass.
He was too sick to show his own ass.
So how did he? Was he supposed to be wearing a bathing suit and he fucking improv? He was fucking naked.
No, he was
just to-
naked.
No, he was
Flash
naked.
He
He was
was always
naked.
going to be naked.
That was
he
in
was
the
very, very
script.
proud of it. He was excellent, man. He was just like, he's the nicest guy in the world.
He's very cool.
So professional, just like no ego, like lovely guy.
Did he want to do like a few extra takes, just to, like clench a little harder and fucking
Flex.
get those cheeks higher and tighter?
No, he's a one and done kind of guy. Man.
Oh, yeah.
We did a few takes just for everyone. it was like 3 a.m.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Is that when that's happening, like on set, is it like like a closed set because
Yeah.
it's Kit Harington's butt?
Yeah.
got it. But beyond that, I mean, besides Kit Harington showing cheek,
Yeah.
how was he to work with?
Very lovely guy, like totally
Yeah.
egoless. Like he was very conscious of the fact that he was joining an ensemble show and that everybody, and he had, he's one of the most famous TV actors in the world. He was from the jump, he was very much like, I'm folding myself into this. It will be a disaster for me personally if the reviews come out. And like, obviously I'm happy to be the press face and get you a bit more profile, but like, I don't want this to be about me at all, really. And he gives like, we said this a few times, but in 10 years on Thrones, he played a very earnest character. He makes a joke that like Dave and Dan never wrote a joke for him in 10 years. And we were just very happy to like, we think he's really funny in the role. And like that comedic muscle, he's never got to flex really.
Like his cheeks. He did a great fucking job at just playing an asshole and like making the audience.
Well,
hate him.
or just such a founder guy.
Yeah,
such
such a
like
fucking-
straight founder mode, as
such
Chef
a
would say.
fucking knob, man. And such an embodiment of like the gentry class that is like unshakably just always going to be entrenched in power. And
Safety net.
I mean,
below him.
his last name is Muck. Like, what a fucking piece of shit. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that based on like somebody that you guys know? Is that like based on a real fucking Nepo baby piece of shit? That's got a title.
We've been asked that a few times this week.
Oh yeah.
Answer.
All right. Well, I
Even
guess
with
my
you
question
guys.
sucked.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right.
But as you have expanded the world beyond just Peer Point and beyond just like the immediate world that you came up in when you spent a few years in finance, I think you were fired for being the worst salesman of all time.
Correct.
I think you just hated it. How have you gotten into like the political class and like the green tech and like the gentry, the royalty? Like how have you have you ruffled any feathers because you've like fucking nailed it so hard?
We just went, it was the thing Mickey said at the start that like we wanted the show to be more and more ambitious. And like season 1, I think we were just kind of intimidated by the scale of the opportunity, but we also I don't think we felt confident enough to write about those spaces.
Oh, really?
So we're like, we're going to tell a very hermetically sealed show about a group of kids. They're going to get lunch orders. It's all going to be very small. But there's no reason why, as the show's expanded, our ambition has expanded. We're like, why can't we write about newspapers and politics and stuff that actually interests us? And it does a better job of selling how finance is integrated into all those things as well. And I think people think there's a scene in episode 5, which is one of mine and Mickey's favorite scenes. And this is very conversational, kind of chummy chat about power. And like, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. And I think people will watch it and be like, is that really what it's like? Is it that simple and that heightened? But to us, that speaks to a wider truth about how British politics kind of works.
Well, those truths that you're talking about and the commentary that you guys are clearly making, are you worried about how certain people will react when that shit fucking hits the big screen?
I had that story, but I had the chairman of UBS watched it and was like, I actually met him at a wedding as well, and he was like, fuck you. But he watched it and then called up like the head of his HR and was like, how do we get this off?
How do we get this off?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Get this shit canceled.
Yeah, in an emergency meeting, like this is terrible for our business. What do we do about
That's
it?
what we heard.
How do we kill Mick and Con?
Yeah.
Well, I hear they're going to be in the Lower East Side on Wednesday. Just fucking
Dude, be careful, man.
Steal their wallet first, though.
Yeah.
poison their dirty water.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, you guys, I mean, I think the spirit was palpable in the room with all the HBO execs. They've been incredible partners. They've given you such a huge opportunity. They've believed in you. They've kind of like entrusted you to kind of and they've nurtured the young talent, both behind the scenes and on camera. But has HBO ever apologized for fucking up the Virgil Abloh collaboration?
Yeah.
That was actually, that was bad that never happened.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how to, I actually don't. I still know what happened. Well, I do know what happened with that, but
they wanted to put their logo on it,
yeah,
right?
they needed to put their logo on it. It would have been amazing. It would have been so.
The designs were fantastic. He did these. One of either him or someone who works for him did these amazing sketches of Ken Leung. It was just cool. Man.
Yeah,
They're awesome.
I mean, it was a lot of it was based on like the management offsite hoodie, right?
Yeah, it was all based on that.
Which again, thank you for.
It's called management off white or something.
Yeah,
oh shit,
Off-White,
that makes sense.
Offsite management. It was called.
Yeah.
Off-white management.
Off-white management.
Yeah.
What
a
is
lot
there?
of white in that management, I'll tell you that much.
Is there a merch plan for season 3 or like?
I saw the Lumi hat on Mick, right?
Yeah,
We've got a new hoodie, new colorway, and new slogan on the front.
Is it the? I think we see in episode 1 the 150 years with the triangle.
We've got that. We also got people are our capital.
Burgundy?
Oh, so you
one.
mean like slavery?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Pro-slavery hoodie.
It's a pretty dark fucking slogan.
But that's
People are
you know
capital.
what we made it as a dark slogan, and it took until this season for people to think, oh well, that's actually pretty dark. Of course, it's dark. It's
Yeah,
not.
but she just
It's not
grinds them
corporate
up.
boilerplate. It's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah, absolutely. And now it's the tagline for your show.
Industry slavery. As huge Johns enthusiasts, were you guys super involved with the wardrobe department?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we had Laura Smith, who's our costume designer this year, was excellent and so specific and wanted to get it perfectly right and was actually in charge of doing these collaborations with all these different people and getting us the best stuff, the best amount of money. But like she was, we when we spoke to her, we were like, we're very involved in this.
Right.
Like just to
We're not
warn
fucking
you.
around.
Maybe two
We
more.
have to choose everything, like cufflinks,
Do you see the
ties,
essay I'm
socks.
wearing?
Yeah. And because it has to feel real, right? And it can't feel
I
like
think you see it in season 3 that it's leveled up again. Or it's more specific and more thought through. For
No more Ted
character
Baker
by
on
character.
Rob.
Thank God.
that was a plot point.
Yeah, that is true. It needed to intentionally be dog shit for it to land. Yeah.
Correct.
Who's the hardest character to dress,
Well, that's a good
or
question.
to like kind of think of their sartorial being?
I think Harper, like
Yeah,
Harper's
that's
dress
definitely
sense has evolved and improved so much. Mostly because my heart is like, I'm not dressing like shit.
Yeah, right.
I can't look like this
we were
anymore.
like, in the season 1, like she was described as wearing like mismatched Zara, and she was like,
No.
Fuck that.
That time she was.
But is that also reflective of the character's wallet
of
too,
course.
right? You know?
Yeah, it's actually blew up.
Yeah.
She definitely blew up.
I like that she was calling out the photographers for
dude, she was
posting
pissed.
dog shit photos of her.
Yeah. They ruined the
IG
Mew Mew.
She called on me as well.
Oh, really? Well, yeah.
dude.
Okay, so
Sorry,
Harper's hard to
Mahala.
nail. Who's your favorite character to dress? Who do you have fun with?
Yasmin's wardrobe is kind of the most outre. She gets away with wearing the craziest, most expensive stuff.
Not Sweet Pea.
Sweet
Sweet
Pea
Pea's
this season
fun.
was
Sweet Pea's fun,
phenomenally
yeah.
good. Phenomenally good. And that was a more sort of high tone fashion thing. That
Yasmin was the caps were quite fun.
Yeah.
Just because we were like every scene
right.
where she's something terrible.
Her incognito mode
She
type
needs
shit.
to wear like a Cresteron Summerit's cap.
Yeah.
Like
We-
the Negroni's are.
yeah. we mocked up so many that we didn't end up using. Like we had a like really bad St. Bart's cap that she had. It's like it was like Christmases somewhere X and then it said Christmases in St. Bart's tick.
Yeah.
It was so
No, it was no.
This is actually too bad. This merch is too
St.
bad.
Bart's in August, X.
X.
St. Bart's at Christmas. Yeah.
Wait, what's the Negroni one? Can you
It
say
was like,
what's the slogan?
It
it's
was,
save water, drink
yeah,
Negronis.
save water.
That's not a real hat.
That is a real hat.
Oh, it
That's
is?
a real
Yeah.
hat. Yeah,
Don't
that's
buy
a real
that hat, guys.
Yeah.
But shout
buy
out to
that hat.
you guys.
That's some real wine mom shit or Negroni mom shit.
Yeah, that's some shit you could buy off an Instagram
Yeah.
timeline for
That's
sure.
exactly where it is.
Yeah.
It's Negroni o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
What were your favorite fashion moments in this season? Because they were sprinkled throughout.
We like,
And they made us
I
giggle.
personally like I think there was a Blackbird spy plane thing about this, but like dead corporate merch. So like financial institutions that have failed. So we had like Lehman Brothers in season 2. We have a Bear Stearns t-shirt
Yeah,
in season.
yeah.
We have I don't think it ended up on screen, but we had like an Enron cap. Like all of that sort of old
Are you buying the real shit or are you guys making that as the proper
making
part
and
of it?
distressing normally.
Yeah, yeah.
Normally not distressing enough. So you'll notice like the Bear Stearns t-shirt looks pristine.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
last
shit.
week.
It's dead stock, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's dead
While
stock.
he's talking to Harper Stern, right?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
little poetic moment there. My favorite was the one sneaker that was mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Don't
That
want to say too
I was
much.
like, these motherfuckers.
Yeah, ALD
What was
ones.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
Again, I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't want
Yeah,
fucking UBS to snipe me.
Yeah.
There's
What did we
nice-
lose in season 2? We had Yasmin and Golden Goose.
Oh yeah, that was
People
good.
picked up.
But that tracks. That like tracks.
That
right?
tracks.
That's 100%
Yeah.
her. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the
for
worst
sure.
brand in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to steal any clothes from the
I stole
wardrobe?
so much.
Really? What did you steal?
I stole all the caps, all the fun caps.
Right.
I stole a lot of Lady Yasmin like polo shirts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right.
Like the
That's
deckhand
incredible.
stuff.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, like actually one of my favorite fashion moment is the lady like Charles Sonani's Lady Yasmin dressing.
Oh,
gown.
that's sick.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
sick.
I've got
dude.
that. A lot
I
of
like Rob in the nightgown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
That's a woman's one. That's Nicole's.
Yeah.
Cool. I like. He's wearing that Arc'teryx suit at the end, which you bought
Yeah, the valence.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
one of my many fashion disasters.
Rob is?
yeah.
last scene.
He's wearing a valence
Oh, I didn't
suit.
even see that. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
an Arc'teryx valence
yeah,
suit.
yeah.
He had a nice little he had a nice badge when he was back in Cardiff.
Yeah, dude. The stone. You see the stone he got?
Yeah,
That's when
yeah,
they're-
yeah.
That was the Green Street sheet.
Yeah. Literally
Yeah, the
straight up
trench.
the Charlie Hunnam joint.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it literally was that coat, I think. Or
Is
like
it
very close.
one of yours that you
No,
loaned?
no. We were laughing about it, like making sure the badge was in the shirt.
No, I mean,
He kept like moving his body.
He got the badge in.
He truly did.
These fucking journos, man.
All Lord Norton shooting stuff.
You've got all
I
the
took
value.
it.
Oh, you have the shooting stuff? Wow, dude. Stolen valor happens overseas as well, apparently.
Literal stolen valor.
Yeah, holy shit, dude.
Does HBO like? Are you allowed to steal that shit or?
No, they give it to us at the end. so.
Okay.
think
I have a
Kit
huge,
took
I have
stuff.
a huge U.S. Treasury flag in my house.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like
Wow.
a proper, like really thick, well-made one because we
You
have
gotta
one
fly that at half mast, brother.
It was
Seen the markets lately?
Yeah.
mild
Jesus Christ.
spoiler.
Yeah.
Please raise the interest rates. I don't know. Is that what we're saying? Okay, we gotta ask you this again. Back to clothes. What's the one piece of clothing that each of you owns that you love, but the other person fucking hates?
Yeah.
Oh, I must have so much of it. Like, do I have to wear it though?
It's like something that you
I
love, but you
love-
know that Con hates it.
Yeah. You love it. He hates it. I mean, you could answer for like,
Yeah. I'm
what's the
trying
thing
to
that Mick wears that you hate?
Well, there's stuff that he has that I couldn't wear. Is that a good answer to
No.
that question? No. Okay.
No. You
Like
gotta be
like the African inspired patterns. Like, yeah, you probably can't wear that.
yeah. Kente.
you had. I remember you
He
had.
hates that as well.
Yeah, that dashiki. That dashiki. Take that off.
I wore.
KKK.
Didn't I?
Disrespect-
I wore that. I wore that.
Yeah,
to
what's
your-
the middle name,
I
by
wore
the
that
way?
to your
Does it start with a
Ghanaian
K?
engagement, didn't I? The
Yeah,
Kente,
yeah. You wore. Yeah, it wasn't actually the Kente. It was like a silk.
You look like Nancy
dashiki.
Pelosi, dude.
Yeah.
BLM, bro.
I'm trying to think. You had these New York Yankees Gucci slippers that I thought were pretty crazy.
Yeah, they suck.
That tracks. That tracks. Okay.
This was Burberry era Mick.
I don't know.
I cover a lot of Mickey's wardrobe, which is a good
you
sign.
You dress well. Like, yeah, you just. I mean,
There's got to be something though when he pulls up to dinner. You're like, come on,
no,
bro.
No, generally not. There was like You used to wear that jacket, the one I tasted. I saw two guys wearing identical.
Remind me what it is.
Japanese fleece.
Capital.
Oh,
Capital.
yeah.
Oh.
No, that was. I've got rid of those.
Right.
Bozo behavior. But they were on Vestiaire a year ago. They're gone. They're gone.
So bad. I didn't like that.
Okay.
Capital is
Everything
my
else is good.
capital is my capital.
It's really well. It is inoffensive. Like
Absolutely.
how can you not like any of that?
He's a textilesman.
How much thought did you guys put into like when you're packing for this press junket, like the fits? Like, is it like,
Quite a lot, actually. More than I'm happy to admit.
yeah,
Yeah. And it's a nice moment. So it's nice to look good every day.
Right.
absolutely.
With the season 3 baggioli hitting, can you finally afford new Prada instead of vintage Prada?
Good question. I bought a Loewe button down to go on Morning Joe,
Oh.
which is a disgusting amount of money to pay for a boring white shirt.
Right,
You could have
just
got
like
a
an
Uniqlo.
OCBD.
Man, dude, you'd
Yeah.
never know. It looks like
Right,
Uniqlo.
right.
But you know.
But I know.
Yeah.
You keep
Joe
the
knew.
keep the tags on though.
Return it.
No, I'm really happy with this. It's actually no, it is really nice. It's well made, which for a lot of I find a lot of high fashion shit you buy it and the quality is absolutely appalling.
Right.
Yeah.
But like with his stuff, it's actually it feels good. It feels like it took some consideration. You know.
Do you have any fans that you've heard of that are like guys in fashion that you respect that love the show? Like, have you heard from maybe not a John
Apart from
Anderson?
Gallagher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no,
Fashion
like a
TV?
lot of the Wall Street Journal fashion people love it. And,
Yeah.
He's the Dior guy. He loves.
Yeah,
the guy.
Kim Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A fellow Brit.
Yeah.
And the guy who just got kicked out of Tom Ford really
Yeah.
liked it as well.
Peter Hawkins.
Yeah.
Peter
Yeah.
Hawkins.
He got kicked
Get-
out
get
because he
some-
said he was a fan of the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Get some Tom Ford. Don't get any.
We went.
fucking
Yeah,
Dior.
we went to the show in Milan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they had Nathan
Nathan
was
did
in
the
the
music.
music.
Are you guys the best dressed
Yes.
No doubt.
TV show creators?
Period.
For sure.
in the
But yeah,
industry?
but the bar is in the basement, so
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, who else? Like, are you starting to become known for that? Not only are you invited to shows, but like
The
as-
show's not even known. How could we
No,
known
come
for
on.
that?
Well, a lot of it is suits. No, the show's known. The show's about to be known.
That's true.
Mick, are you now making enough money where you don't have to buy your clothes in sets to get a 2-for-1 deal?
I like to get. I like a bargain. I buy a lot of stuff like online. I buy a lot of like not the Issy, but a lot of stuff.
But
I buy
your
secondhand.
set's vibe has evolved because now it's like it's both Issy, but it's different shades of green versus
No, I didn't.
pattern matching that completely, lines
When you walked
up.
in, I didn't know that these were necessarily you said because the pleats have kind of been like
worn
fucking
too many
spread
times,
out a little
yeah.
bit because you've been wearing
you
them.
blew
so
the
much.
pleats out, but yeah. Okay.
How many SC pieces do you have, do you reckon?
a lot. Like
You're obsessive, dude. It feels like.
yeah. But I also just I find something I just like wear it to death.
Sure.
And then you have to buy more of it. And like this stuff, it's well made, obviously, but like it rips.
It's also good for the weather. It's good for this weather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like our friend Digger,
Yeah.
who lives in Amsterdam, but came up over pre-Glastonbury.
What's her name?
He's called Digger.
What do you call me?
Fire. Like Rod Digga, the rapper.
yeah, exactly. Like Degro.
All right, let's move on. So what about your homie?
He was like, "Oh, can I borrow something for Glastonbury?" Like I didn't bring enough clothes. He was coming from Amsterdam, and he opened my
Yeah.
cupboard. And it was just like 6 identical black Issy shirts. And he was like, "There's a lot of black in there."
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys do when you come to New York? Because I know you were here kind of recently over like December.
Yeah.
I was there in May.
You're in May. Like, what's the first thing you do when you come to New York when you're not besides work stuff? Like, what do you have to
Literally,
do?
the first thing. This is so basic. The first thing I did before going to the hotel, was
ALD store?
went to Cobbo.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, shit. That's where you
Right
were.
straight there.
Well, I was trying to figure out. You're like, okay, the grill, Polo Bar, Via Carota. Where else was this guy fucking going?
Tatiana.
Like a TikTok bitch. Yeah, Tatiana.
Yeah. Wherever Sweet Pea would eat, that's
Yeah.
where you can find Mick, dude. In the back by the rotary phone, bro.
Was Sweet Pea like that character? Was that like a necessary addition to the season? It kind of like, I mean, to bring in the incoming grads. Like last season, we had fucking playing on the character's name, but she's like woke, and now we have the
Misha.
fucking like
Misha.
TikTok live streamer girl. Like that was that a necessary addition?
We like because the storytelling allows just by its very nature, and the reality we've created is just a new cohort, right? It just
Right.
allows that organically, and that's kind of fun because you get to the small generational divides are kind
Right.
of, we wanted to make her turbo monetize my identity kind of person,
Right.
you know,
Right.
like, so like she's online, she has an
Oh,
OnlyFans.
she's online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Miriam, who plays her, I mean, she as the season develops, you'll see, but she's good in episode 1, but she gets better and better and becomes more and more integral to the story.
Is that supposed to be like a Gen Zer straight up? Like, I don't know like how
I think
old.
they're all supposed to be Gen Z.
Okay.
But that's when we were in finance, the thought of having like a second job while you like live streamed your career was like I could barely do my first job. But
Right.
that like online finance influencer things are huge.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive. Like to the point where I think some banks like sponsored some
Really?
grads to do like really to obviously do
So-
very vanilla stuff.
People are their capital.
Wow.
Exactly.
Exactly. There you
Exactly.
Damn.
That's fucking
Damn, they're even more evil than I thought. Jesus Christ. dude.
wait. The banks are inside the content.
I think that it makes them think that they look approachable if they get
Or like cool or whatever.
cool, approachable. These people aren't miserable; they're happy.
Versus
etc.
people dying at their desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what makes them look cool is your show, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
I'm
Bottega.
happy you guys didn't get murdered by
there's
the
a good bit.
CEO of
Sweepy
UBS.
mentions Bottega in the
a few times now.
Yeah.
The phone case and
Yeah, actually twice.
They like the show.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
Bottega
shit.
does.
Well, we
dude.
weren't allowed to use their. I think we tried to use a Rimowa case again in the first bit. Then like
Got Bottega
you got
case.
Bottega
and-
case,
Oh, wow.
And then they use, I think so, but then like Bottega dressed a lot of Sweet Pea.
nice.
Oh, she had the earring, the Bottega earrings.
I didn't even notice that.
Come on, bro. Gender's fluid.
Yeah.
Well,
Buy Daisy better shit, bro. the fuck?
Get Bottega to dress the female characters. You can just take it home to wifey.
Yeah, true.
That's a good idea.
That's
Actually.
a nice little
idea.
hack in case you need to save some money.
Yeah.
What other TV shows do you guys watch?
Not a whole lot, to be honest. This year.
Not a whole lot.
Not
I
a
think
whole
what I
lot.
watched this year, Shogun. I really enjoyed that.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
dude,
and
hell
it's like
yes.
the first show for ages that I like fucking looking forward to it. And like you can't have your phone as well because you can't.
Oh, no, yeah.
understand shit.
Yeah. It's like us watching industry. We need the subtitles.
Yeah,
You gotta read that
exactly.
for sure.
That was enjoyable. That was really
Okay,
fun.
so Shogun, what about you? Con, nothing?
Nothing really. I just watched Presumed Innocent on the plane. I binged the last 4 episodes. I thought that was pretty strong, actually.
Oh, what's
I-
it?
I haven't-
It's this show on Apple with Jay
Yeah.
Gyllenhaal, Peter Sarsgaard. It's worth watching because it's got. I quite like courtroom sequences, and it's got the whole last 3 episodes are basically set in a courtroom.
Oh, nice.
And all that stuff's pretty well written.
Yeah. Was that fun then to do I don't know if I can say, but some of that style, those scenes? in your own show?
We thought when we were writing episode 5, we literally had like courtroom drama and episode 7, like 12 Angry Men. We were thinking like
Right.
how much drama can we create in a room? kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
War Room, pressure
Yeah.
cooker shit.
Tribunal
What is
shit.
it? What about garbage TV? Do you guys ever like veg out and just watch like Love Island?
I love Netflix. My Netflix subscription is only so that I can watch like the reality show. Like I really like all of the property reality shows.
Okay.
Selling Sunset?
I love that Owning Manhattan thing with Ryan Serhant.
Oh, really?
Oh man, it was so watchable. I thought it was great.
He was on Failing Upwards.
Harold
Oh, was
Shane.
he?
many,
Yeah.
many years ago.
Really?
He was, and he was great. He was like super cool and chill and like a normal guy.
I think he comes across quite well in it, and like they have a quite good, almost industry-ish formula where like they're quite good at like rather than just making it about property porn, which is great in itself. They kind of set little challenges for the grads for the estate agents.
I'll give you $10 million.
They make
if you
it feel a
sell
bit
this.
Hunger
I'm
Games.
more
in
interested
Yeah.
in the property in New York than I am in
LA.
LA as
For
well.
sure.
There, it's just so it's kind of the same.
Yeah, for
There was a
sure.
London version.
Oh, yeah, I watched that. Actually, that's
I
the
watched
only other
that.
show which I watched the whole season this year.
Really?
Me too.
I mean, like, and I watched it. We were in Austin doing a screening, and I just sat in there.
You watched the whole thing, yeah.
PR people were like, have you like explored Austin? Had some nice barbecue? Gone to the lake? And I was like, sat in my room watching Buying London, home away from home. The people in that are just horrific, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
The main guy is a fucking chinless Henry, I believe is the
Yeah,
term.
yeah, yeah.
was
I
the
learned
crowd
from
better at
industry.
South by? I mean, that's you lived it. I don't know.
They're really bad at constructing fake drama in that show. It's like they've not quite figured out how to do it. So all
Right.
of the, obviously all reality TV.
I am Russian. I don't like
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
They're trying.
Come on, guys.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the fucking reality. That show slaps. Guys, how much money do you make?
Hopefully, well,
I was gonna say enough, but it's never enough.
Right.
no,
Like,
exactly. It's an empty vessel.
Have
I'd like
you
more?
Have you made more money from industry than you would have made if you had stayed in finance?
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Okay. Great. Perfect answer. Clip that out.
But that's a function. That's a function of how bad we were in finance.
Right.
So it's like, do we earn more than an analyst salary? Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't mean it to come
No
across as
bonuses.
arrogant.
No fucking.
But it sounded fucking cool, dude. Yeah.
So tonight's dinner is on HBO.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay. What do you guys like to spend your money on? Besides clothes.
Mortgage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mortgage.
Kids, wife, mortgage.
mortgage.
Besides that boring shit.
Restaurants, clothes, cars.
Yo, what are the hot restaurants in London right now?
Yeah.
And what private clubs are we fucking with right now in London?
Yeah. Are you still adding to the roster?
I actually have removed myself from a few of them.
Really?
Because like they're so
Who'd you-
expensive. and,
who'd you
like,
cut?
I didn't go. Annabelle's gone.
Oh, okay.
Did Annabelle's get a little too nouveau riche?
I did.
Oh.
It's not a good hang.
I did.
A little too Russian?
I'm not gonna say that.
No, that's xenophobic.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It just like it just it's gonna sound so cunty, but when they removed the Picasso from the front,
Yeah.
you knew it was about to go downhill.
You're
And
fucking
the guy,
cunt, dude. You're
the guy
a
who owns it took it out and put it in his house. And he was like,
The London
we don't have to
food,
draw
London
people in
food scene's
anymore.
better than ever, though.
Yeah?
It's really, really good. I mean, I say that. Me and Mickey just go to Chilton for a house, but
That's because people like to have meetings there.
Yeah.
So we like it.
every guy in LA who comes to take a meeting with us, he's like, "Oh, breakfast at Chilton." We're like,
What I thought
I
it's
guess it's the third time this week, but sure.
Whatever.
Is Chiltern, has that taken the mantle over St. John's? Or is it kind of apples?
Very
apples
different.
and
Very
oranges?
different. St. John's is just like in terms of just a UK food institution. But the London food scene is like ridiculously diverse. There's always some like new opening thing that's happening every,
But you guys are
It
still
feels weekly actually.
You guys are still loyal to the soil. You're still fucking dirtbags at heart. You still hitting the chippy or the kebabs late at night after maybe
Not as
having
much
a
as we
few
used
too-
to in
not
industry
as much,
season 1 where
yeah.
we used to
Go
No?
every single
Mickey
day.
would have a battered sausage every night. and then at the end of the
and then I'd
shoot,
eat.
and then at the end of the shoot, at the end of like 12 weeks of that, he'd be like, why have I put on a stone?
Yeah. I can't figure it out.
we were living in Penarth, which is like a part of just outside Cardiff or within Cardiff, but like sort of subsection of it. And like the only thing there that was open when we got back from set was fish and chip shop. And it was
Bro.
like to the point where like when we were going in, the guy was shaking our hands.
Oh, yeah. Customer of the month, dude.
Back.
We were fucking in Darwin, about an hour and a half outside of Manchester, and the only place open after like 9 o'clock was the fucking fried chicken shop.
Yeah.
And like that's what we had 2 nights in a row.
Yeah. So,
That's
you know,
all
we
we
had to
had.
stimulate the local economy real quick.
Yeah. What's the best private club right now?
Coco's
I
good
say
in
Coco
Camden.
still. Yeah,
That's
it's
where
still
we went,
good.
right?
Yeah, it's still fun. It's still good. It's a good mix of kinds of people as well. Like thing is, like Annabelle's, as we discussed, became pretty horrible.
Yeah.
And
Really?
it's so expensive in there. Like
Right.
we went. I was there before a wedding, good friend of our wedding, and me and Daisy were like, oh, let's have lunch here, like have a drink. She ordered a glass of wine, and like they should say like she's like, oh, can I have a glass of Chardonnay? And they were like, okay, yeah. They bring a glass of Chardonnay, £280.
What? How dry was that shit?
£280.
Yeah.
And like they just
It's from the 19th
There should be a
century.
disclaimer. That's
yeah.
It's bad service though.
Yeah, you got to say like
Right.
this is the cost of someone's weekly rent.
Was that the house Chardonnay, or did they
It was
just
the
bust
house.
out the
Like,
good
you should bring
stuff?
the house if someone says
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
It's quite a
Yeah.
sharp elbow.
Do they sell that by the
crowd.
bottle
Yeah,
even?
yeah.
That's what they're pouring in the
No,
glasses?
no.
Like, what the fuck? All right, here's a cunty question for two cunts, right? As the
Yeah.
show has gotten, more high profile, more fans, like, has your access to certain shit, like in London, changed? Like, we're talking about these clubs, you pay a membership, but like, you talked about openings a little bit, Con, like getting invited to restaurant stuff. Like, is the clout rising and is it tangibly felt in the invites and the access that you receive?
Maybe, yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I don't think some
Some
events.
who we are, guys.
Yeah. I think we overstate it a little bit. We
you not
get invited to like Vogue parties and stuff. Which
That's
is cool.
cool.
That wasn't happening like 2.5
Right.
years ago. And
You
they
get-
were always really good
Definitely
fun.
know when we were in banking.
Yeah. And you're getting recognized on the street and shit? Like, or
I've been recognized once in 6 years.
I
really?
reckon
Dad, we
last
got
time
to pump those numbers up,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Man, I was recognized last time I was in New York.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember what that restaurant is.
Was it Carbone?
Was it Mario
By the
Carbone?
maitre d' who?
Yeah. Hey,
Saw the reservation.
But man, we get
get this guy the $300 bottle of glasses of fucking wine. He's a fucking mark.
we get recognized because of you guys. Like, most of the people that recognize
you're
us
welcome.
because of
Yeah.
you. Like we're in Glastonbury, some guy comes up and goes, "Oh my god, are you Mickey or Conrad?"
We get that a lot actually.
They thought
Are you
that-
Mick-
Oh,
are you-
yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
Mick or Con? Are you Mick or Con?
They thought one person just named Mick and Con.
Yeah.
Wait, but you guys are like good looking, well dressed, successful people doing like with the best show on TV. Like that's got to be changing somewhat soon. Like we saw,
we got better actors. We got better actors than we did, and
Okay.
it's fun.
and also the fact that the cast is such a family, and
Yeah.
like we saw the actors like pulling you like get in the fucking photo, and like they're posting you guys and everything. Like that's not how most shows go, right? Like most times it's the behind the scenes production directors and creators are the nerds,
Yeah.
at the front of the bus, and the cool kids are at the back of the bus.
I think our relative
And the bus is
youth,
pretty
our
short.
relative youth for making an HBO drama when it started. So like we were like in our late 20s.
Wonderkins.
Yeah, so there's the youth element. I think like in 10 years they won't be pulling us into the photos.
That's true.
Let's
Get
be
those old
honest.
fucks.
Yeah,
I haven't seen a picture of David Chase in years, dude.
I think he was like 80 when he made The Sopranos.
Yeah.
He's gone into cryogenic storage. That guy.
Like Walt Disney, dude.
Back
what we
on
gotta
back to the everyone's favorite topic of at this table, money. What
Oh,
was
yeah.
the attaboy gift you got yourselves for season 3?
Not the rap gift for each other.
The
but
Loewe, I think.
Okay.
The shoes and the shirt. For
Okay.
Sure.
These shoes?
Yeah.
Who makes them again?
Loewe?
Loewe, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
sorry.
I thought you were trying to catch me on the pronunciation.
No.
I was for sure.
Low.
Yeah.
Is Loewe going to be like the brand that you're kind of gravitating towards? Because it has been Legace.
Prada.
I think there's an ALD moment in there.
I had some trainers.
Vintage Prada.
ALD like burned like an asteroid. It was like something to nothing very quickly.
People still like it.
No, for sure. But
In England.
yeah.
But before Icarus fell, he flew.
That's true.
Is Loewe your like next?
Not really, to be honest. I just think I think he's cool.
Yeah,
Jonathan
Yeah,
Anderson.
yeah, and like
Irishman.
yeah, and like
Killed
they're
a dog.
just and as I say, I went in there and I was surprised by how well made the clothes are. Like there are brands like I don't know if you like Jacquemus stuff. Like if you ever,
Oh, it's dog shit.
yeah, you get he's an amazing marketer, but you get your hands on the stuff. It's like, what is this?
Well, that's what he does. Is he
Yeah.
markets it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, shout out
Alright,
Jonathan
so-
Anderson.
So a white button down.
Yeah.
Some
All right.
brothel creepers.
And the brothel creepers. Yeah.
What about you, Mick?
I built a house.
Whoa. All right.
It's different to a shirt.
Yeah. I feel like you guys are at different
but
stages
usually
in
I
your
was like-
personal lives.
Like,
Maybe.
I remember, like for season 1,
You need his agent.
he basically is my agent.
Oh,
that might be.
Now we know.
That's why you got a shirt bonus and he got a crib, dude.
99%.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Drew Rosenhaus over here.
Like the first season I think I bought a watch. Second season I bought a car, and then the third season I was like, I can't buy. Like
It's a natural progression.
Mickey's got a beautiful vintage Ferrari. You talk about that?
Whoa. Okay.
cut this out.
What year?
It's 998. It's like the cheapest one you can get there.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Still a
beautiful
fucking
car. It's a
Ferrari,
beautiful
though.
car. It's a beautiful
It's
car.
really nice.
You
Yeah,
gotta
it's,
let,
it's practical. It's 4-seater.
Absolutely.
Yes. This dude's taking the fucking bus, bro.
It feels that way.
So you bought a crib.
Yeah. Well, I had like for season 1 and season 3, I've had
Right.
2 kids, so like they need to
That's
live
true.
somewhere.
they need some space.
They
yeah.
do.
I can't live in the back of a Ferrari.
All right, so we know that when we're in London, we are crashing with Nick, not Con. Although with the kids, I might fucking cramp the afters, you know?
Yeah.
Guys, as the dynamic Wunderkinds with the best show on television, we have been saying it for years now. I think finally more people will start to be exposed to it and agree.
There's room
and
in the Ferrari for everybody.
And realize what they've been missing. Yeah. We'll all be in brothel creeper soon. As a fellow dynamic duo, do you have any constructive criticism you would like to give us?
Yeah. This is a new thing we're doing where we're asking for constructive
I don't listen
criticism
to
from
the
our
show,
guests.
so I don't know.
Me neither, brother.
I don't know. You guys, look, to be sentimental, you guys have been massive supporters of us since day one. You interviewed us when we were drunk off our heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been a massive support, and like it's been really nice to see you grow.
I'm
Like,
going to say
you're
something positive
right
as well
back
as
at you.
negative, which is that your pods in Italy,
Yeah.
some of my favorite podcasts I've
Oh,
ever
thank
listened to.
you.
I thought they were really good. When
Like
you guys,
the
4-hour
one?
yeah, no, when you guys go, no, not the ones with all the guests. The
travel
look,
ones.
the best pods are you guys alone, right?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
So like when you guys
Not
go,
this shit right now.
No,
This is
no,
dog
no.
shit.
When you guys go and traipse around and then report on like every millisecond of your journey, in Italy. I find it very compelling.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
You dress like shit though.
Yeah, there's that. Yo, fly us out to Cardiff. Fly us out to Cardiff. We could pod about it, right?
Oh, that would be great.
It was
That's
the
fair.
it was the cameo in season 2 that never happened.
Yeah.
I kind of got the name drop with Horny Jimmy in which by the way he needs a spinoff.
Yeah.
Him and Eric, just like how did they become friends?
No,
The
if we're lucky enough to get season 4, you should definitely come and be something in it.
We could
love
do
to.
a podcast on the set. That'd be very fun.
Oh, absolutely. Also, we would love to be in the show. To be clear, not just potting
You could be on
again.
the show.
Yeah.
For the-
and we'll get
for the
SGA rates, right, or something. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Where can the kids follow you? What do you want? Is there anything you want to plug? Do you have any like, TV shows coming out or anything?
What's the deal?
Yeah.
We're launching a hard seltzer.
Seltzer is our capital.
we have talked not seriously. We were thinking about opening a bar.
Really?
Well, no, like as in like it's like obviously a total utopian bullshit pipe dream, but and
Imagine how bad that would
it'll be
be.
a loss making exercise.
Oh my God.
But it'll be fun. I think it'll be something that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Be like
yeah.
Liverpool themed.
Yeah, maybe.
Nice roast, Sunday roast.
I don't know. I don't know.
Would it be like a geezer pub? Like what are you
no,
talking about here?
just like some cool place, hard place to get in.
Oh,
A
okay.
members
'Cause
only.
you know what?
type.
Actually, one of the best.
Would there be a Picasso?
No, but one of the best things about New York
You
is
cheap
that
fuck.
tough doors make really good places, right? And like London doesn't really do that.
Oh.
So like, there's like a few.
But the democratic nature of London pubs is what makes them so great. You just
No,
walk
of
in.
course. But I'm not talking about a pub. I'm talking about a bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pubs are the best things in the world, but I'm talking about bars.
Okay.
I do anytime I see you and
Eddie the
your
Animal.
Ellie. Just
Oh.
I don't know if I was allowed to say her name.
Of course you are. Yeah.
Just fucking chilling on a Sunday, just having a pub Sunday. I'm just like, damn.
a
These guys
G,
got
and
it
some
figured out.
Liverpool.
These two have it figured
He's
out.
trying to move house at the moment. He's basically basing where he wants to live, where the closest pub is.
Yes. See?
Well, at least where the good pubs are. would you?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very mature decision making going on here. For sure.
Industry season 3 premieres
Out now.
August 11th. Premiered August 11th.
Yeah.
Every Sunday at 9:00 Eastern. Is that right?
What are the IG handles? We got Industry HBO, right?
Industry HBO,
and
yeah.
then personals are.
MNA down.
Yeah, that's so annoying, by the way.
Because everyone thinks it's man down, but it's not. It's
Man down.
MNA down.
Man down.
Conrad with a K, then K, my middle name. No, Conrad. K,
And then K again.
K again.
What's
No,
How many Ks?
3 Ks. No, it's Conrad with a K, then M for Max, then KAY.
Max has a K in it, or is it MAX? Oh my God, it was Destiny. Your middle name's Max,
Yeah.
and now you're on Max.
Wow.
Look at
Never
that.
even thought about that. That's
Damn,
beautiful.
dude. That's why we do what we do and
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
what you do.
Boys, we want to thank you for coming on to the only podcast that matters and
Yeah.
spending some of your press junket with us. And we can't wait to kick you out so we can keep podcasting
Yeah.
and then meet you at our happy hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're,
And then go to dinner after that.
And congrats again, guys, on all the success.
Real.
Well deserved.
and thank you for your support. Honestly.
course.
It means
our
a lot.
best
pleasure.
show on television.
You heard it
Industry
here
Chef.
first.
Take us out.